Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about my Hernandez series. I know I've talked to you about before. There's some other videos if you look in the channel. In fact, I have a whole segment of videos just about the Hernandez series, talking about the characters, things that have happened in the books, that kind of thing. But today I want to talk about the series so far, all the books that as of March 2021 I have out. I want to show you each of the covers and read a very short description. I'm not going to get into the long whatever's in the back cover, start in a tangent about each book because I could go on and on and on. But I am going to read, I'm pointing this way because my other computer's here. I read from the website, the short description. That's mimaonfire.com. If you want to check it out yourself, you can also read the longer description for each book, learn about the series, learn about all my books, and what's going on, and sign up for the newsletter. Also very important. Okay, so what is the series about? Oh, first, I also want to mention, and this has been asked a few times, do I need to read the entire series in order to understand the latest book? No. You can pick up any book in the series, read it just like that. I think you'll be right up to date. I don't think that you need to necessarily read the whole series at all. I think that it's pretty much they stand on their own. You might want to read the whole series. You might be inspired to read the whole series. I would suggest you read the whole series, but you don't have to. And if you just pick up the latest book, you'd be just fine. I think you catch on right away. It's not, it's not like you're reading and you're like, what the hell is going on? Hopefully you do know what's going on. Anyways, jumping back to what the series is about in a nutshell. A former Mexican narco transitions into Canadian life with family, politics, and business while holding tight to his ruthless criminal ways. Meet Jorge Hernandez. So that's just the general description of the series. Sorry, I feel like I'm losing my voice. I had to record this video a few times because I don't know, for some reason it was freezing, it wasn't working, and I had to go to another computer, and now I can't talk. I can't talk, I'm losing my voice. Some might say that's a good thing. Okay, so We're All Animals, first book in the series, wasn't meant to be a series, but it took off, and the protagonist, of course, Chase Jacobs. Jorge Hernandez is not in this book. He comes along in the next one and then takes over in the third. But We're All Animals is the first. It's about Chase Jacobs. He's a small town Albertan. Small town. He moves to the big city. He's kind of naive. I forgot to mention that. He moves to the big city where he is unknowingly employed by a group of sinister characters. Sounds interesting. That could happen. That sounds pretty realistic, doesn't it? Second book in the series, this is when Jorge Hernandez comes in. Always Be a Wolf. Sorry, I'm covering half the title. And in the truth slowly starts to reveal itself in this book, but a horrific tragedy rocks Chase's world, and he quickly discovers this new family will do anything for him. Anything. The third book in the series, Jorge Hernandez, I had to check, make sure I had the right one. Jorge Hernandez takes over as the protagonist in the third installment. The devil is smooth like honey. The beloved character is bold and bloodthirsty and always gets what he wants because he sees no boundaries. Nothing and no one stands in his way. And the next one. I had the wrong book. I keep getting them mixed up. Okay, the next one, A Devil Named Hernandez. George is muscling in on the Canadian legalized pot industry, but is distracted by enemies that crop up to threaten someone he loves. Do they really want to dance with the devil? No, they probably don't. The collusion and corruption and murder continue right through to And the Devil Will Laugh, where he successfully takes over the pot industry despite a few obstacles that get in his way. But isn't there always collateral damage? In The Devil May Lie, this one, In The Devil Ain't Lie, Jorge Hernandez is groomed for Canadian politics with hopes of saving one of the major political parties after a public uproar. I wonder which one that would be. Will the Canadian political landscape ever be the same again? Was it ever? What was it before? And the next one, The Devil and His Legacy, Jorge Hernandez starts to question his own legacy after one of his foot soldiers is murdered. He opts for a simple life, but what does the simple life opt for him? And then in She Was His Angel, which I will say this focuses more on Paige. That's why it has this title. It's very in female empowerment and all that. It's very prevalent, hopefully, in this book. That was the goal anyway. George uses his political influence to cripple his nemesis, Big Pharma. While simultaneously backing the incriminating docuseries Eat the Rich Before the Rich Eat You. I can't talk. See, the longer I talk in one of these, the more I lose my voice and I just can't put a sentence together. Eat the rich before the rich eat you. Sounds good, eh? That sounds like it could be a series, doesn't it? George might win the battle, but can he win the war? Would he have it any other way? And this is the latest book as of March 2021. There will be more, though. When a cop has the nerve to show up his door and harass George and we're all criminals, his fury quickly ignites while George wants to exhibit his power and publicly taunt the police. His family fears that this time he may have pushed it too far. Subplots, conspiracy theories, and a cast of characters that will jump off the pages. Loyalty above all. There are no exceptions. Loyalty above all. There are no exceptions. Don't mind the messiness behind you. Behind me, not behind you. The funny thing is earlier I was about to start recording. I thought, maybe I should clean behind me before I do the video and not after. Would make more sense. That's why I probably didn't do it. So anyways, guys, that's the Hernandez series. As of now, we are up to book 9. That's the first 9 books. If you watch this maybe later this year or in the future, there's a chance there'll be another book or more. But as of March 2021, that's the 9 books that are out. The first 9 for sure. Regardless of what happens from this point on, that is for sure the first 9. So anyways, guys, that's the series. I showed you the cover, kind of talked to you about it. I'm not great at reading anything on a screen like I just did. I'm really not good at that. I think I just kind of start tripping over my words because I'm trying to rush through it and talk too fast. Kind of my thing. Too much coffee? Maybe. So anyways, guys, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and have a great day.